What Trump wants to do is something that's quite different, and that is he wants to restructure the rules of the game so that the people who have been hurt the most, which is to say a lot of Main Street as opposed to Wall Street, that we see some benefits coming to Main Street. What kind of benefits are those? One, better jobs. Now, how does tariffs produce better jobs? Answer is pretty simple. What tariffs do is they make foreign products more expensive. And that means it's more profitable to make those same products or similar products here at home. How do you make products at home? You employ people domestically to make them. And that means when there's a greater demand for labor, the price of labor goes up, which is a way of saying that people's jobs now begin to pay more, they get better benefits, and so you begin to see a jobs recovery. And I'm, by the way, not just talking here about the number of jobs, because if you look at our unemployment numbers, it looks like, well, we're not doing too badly. Not that many people are unemployed. But when you have a guy who used to be in the steel industry making $80,000 a year with a 401k plan, now let's say driving for Uber or working as a greeter in a store or working as a cashier at Target, making half of what he used to make without benefits or without adequate or comparable benefits, that is a job, but what kind of a job? It's not the type of job that built America into a manufacturing powerhouse in the middle of the last century. Now, there's a kind of deep disingenuousness in the left's shrieking about this. You might remember just a few years ago when there was a sharp downturn in the stock market. There was high inflation that at one point approached 9% under Biden. And people were flustered, and the media said, oh, don't worry about it. The stock market is doing fine. It's 30,000. It's at 30,000. And this inflation stuff is overblown. Don't worry about it. It's not that serious. Well, all right, let's compare to now. What is the inflation rate right now? Somewhere between 2 and 3%. Much lower than the 9% it was under Biden. And where is the stock market? Is it like down to 15,000? Actually, no. It's around 38,000. In other words, the stock market is way higher than it was a couple of years ago when the left said, not to worry, the economy is doing great. So the freak out, I guess what I'm saying is a pose. It is artificial. There were worse conditions under Biden, and we were assured that there wasn't a problem. The situation is vastly better, despite the stock market correction. The situation objectively is better, and yet we're told, be afraid, be very afraid.